from Sacred Heart High School. We, the ECL athletes, ask that everyone demonstrates appropriate conduct towards all players, spectators, and officials. Also, all student athletes should support a positive and encouraging environment in all aspects of the game, while maintaining the values of integrity, respect, cooperation, and honesty. Thank you, and enjoy the game, and good luck to both teams. Now, let's meet the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, for the Sacred Heart Hearts, junior number 1, Lorenzo Washington.
For the Sacred Heart team, starting off with number 1, Lorenzo Washington. Number 2, Stephen Alseth. Number 5, Caleb Sampson. Number 14, Trayvon Duncan. And number 0, Connor Tierney.
And the Hearts are coached by John Carroll, Julian Sanders, and Jason Say. Now for our starters.
And now for the home team, the Wilby Wildcats.
Number 22, senior Raekwon James.
Number 22, Raekwon James.
Number 2, senior.
Number 2, Calvin Hicks.
Number 23, senior Jonathan.
And number 23, Jonathan Mateus.
Number 35.
And number 35, Justin Parker. And rounding it out is number 11, Jeremiah Tripp.
And the Wildcats are coached by Alan Piccolo, assisted by Cassie Iverson.
We got ourselves a game here for DETSportsmedia.com on Sky Channel, Sky TV Channel 16 and YouTube.
With the playing of our national anthem.
It is a great night here for Waterbury basketball. Reminder that this is a DETSportsmedia.com production. Also, we are on Sky TV Channel 16 and YouTube. Tip-off is about to begin to start the first period. Looks like Connor Tierney is going to be taking the jump ball for Sacred Heart. And it looks like number 35, Justin Parker, will be taking the jump ball for the Wilby Wildcats. And the whistle and the jump ball is off. Sacred Heart wins it. Number passes it around the three-point line. Setting up the offense is number 1, Lorenzo Washington. He passes it to Trayvon Duncan. Oh, Trayvon Duncan for 3. No good. Raekwon James pulls down the rebound, and the Wilby Wildcats are off. Oh, and it gets knocked out of bounds. Still Wilby ball. Jeremiah Tripp inbounds the ball. Number 23, Jonathan Mathias, with a miss on the 3, and Sacred Heart is pushing. Lorenzo Washington with the ball top of the key. Looking to go inside is Steven Alsif. Oh, and he kicks it back outside to Lorenzo Washington, who nails the 3-pointer. The first points of the game go to Sacred Heart. Correction, it was a 2-pointer. So it was on the line. And Calvin Hicks drives to the basket, but a foul is called. He will be going to the free throw line. And the foul is on the big man, Connor Tierney, for Sacred Heart. That is his first foul of the game. Now let's see if Wilby can get on the scoreboard here. Calvin Hicks misses the first free throw. And nails the second one. Score is 2-1. And Sacred Heart pushes the ball up the court. Setting up the offense. Moving the ball around the 3-point line. Looking inside to the big man, Connor Tierney, with a layup. 4-1 is the score for Sacred Heart. And Wilby's on the attack. Setting up their offense. Oh, going into the inside is number 22, Raquan James, but he gets blocked. And, oh, on the drive, Caleb Sampson is fouled. A blocking foul on Calvin Hicks. That'll be 2 shots for Sampson. Oh, never mind. The call was on the floor. Sacred Heart will be taking it out on the baseline. Trayvon Duncan inbounds it to Connor Tierney, who puts up a 3. No good. And Wilby comes down with ball, setting up the fast break, and it's tipped out of bounds. Still Wilby basketball. And Wilby inbounds the ball. Jeremiah Tripp finds Raquan James, who finds Tripp again on the outside. Back to James. And they're setting up the offense. And James is driving. Oh, loses the ball. Goes out of bounds, and it is off Wilby. That will be Sacred Heart basketball. Oh, and they're pushing it up the court. Oh, Steven Alsif finds Caleb Sampson for a and 1. Now the basket is good, but now can Sampson continue the 3-point play? The Wilby cheerleaders loud and proud tonight. And Sampson misses the free throw, but Trayvon Duncan gets the offensive rebound. Back to Sampson. He goes up, misses again, and it is brought down by Jonathan Mathias. And Wilby is pushing the basketball up the court. Raquan James looks for the floater, is no good. Connor Tierney brings down the rebound as Sacred Heart looks to set up their offense. As Alonzo Washington finds Trayvon Duncan for the floater in the lane. It's a 7-point game here. Oh, as Wilby looks to attack the basket. The shot is no good by Jonathan Mathias. Oh, and Sacred Heart is pushing the ball up the court. Connor Tierney for a jumper, no good. But Caleb Sampson gets the rebound and finds Trayvon Duncan for a 3. That is no good. Wilby on the attack yet again. Oh, and a 3 put up and good by Jeremiah Tripp, cutting the lead to 4 for Sacred Heart. Oh, and Sacred Heart looks inside for the big man, but it does not work. But he finds Lonzo Washington just inside the three-point line to get the lead back to 6 for Sacred Heart. Now, Calvin Hicks driving to the basket and is fouled by Caleb Tierney. That will be 2 shots for Hicks. And Andres Urena, oh, never mind, the foul was on the floor. Andres Urena checks in for Raekwon James. And will be setting up their offense. Oh, lovely pass by Jeremiah Tripp to find Jonathan Mathias for the 2-pointer. Cut the lead back down to 4. And wow. And Caleb Sampson goes to the basket to get another score for the Sacred Heart. And the ball is tipped out of bounds by Sacred Heart. Still will be basketball. And both teams with subs. Number 25, Osai Abinuar comes in for Caleb Tierney for Sacred Heart. And number 35, Justin Parker, checks in the game for Wilby. And Wilby setting up the offense. Oh, hit number 3. Andres Urena with a nice dribble move to set up the basket, keeping the lead only at 4 for Sacred Heart. Lonzo Washington. Oh, sloppy ball handling leads to a turnover for Sacred Heart. Can Wilby cut the lead down to 2 here? Sacred Heart playing full court defense. Oh, and Calvin Hicks just crashes through them to go and get the layup to cut the score 2-2. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Oh, and Wilby with a steal, but a turnover with a travel. Still Sacred Heart basketball. 2-point game, 3 minutes left in the first period. And Sacred Heart sets up their offense. Oh, tight defense by Wilby. Oh, Sacred Heart looks inside for Obase Ibanuar, but he is fouled, and 2 shots for him. First shot is no good for Ibanuar. Shot number 2 is up and no good. 0 for 2, but Sacred Heart reels in the rebound and misses a shot, and Wilby is on the fast break. Calvin Hicks gets the fast break score. And Sacred Heart on the attack, but the shot is no good by Lorenzo Washington. Wilby on the fast break yet again, and they score again. Jeremiah Tripp to take the lead, 14-12 for Wilby. Sacred Heart setting up the offense, looking for a spot to attack in Wilby's 2-3 zone. Lonzo Washington finds Caleb Sampson for the basket to tie the game up at 14 with 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Wilby attacking the basket. Oh, but a turnover. A steal by Lorenzo Washington. Leads to a fast break by Caleb Sampson. But great transition defense by Wilby. Now, Sacred Heart is taking the ball out of bounds. Wilby still in the 2-3 zone. Caleb Sampson to Lorenzo Washington to Alsif, who finds Duncan in the corner. No good. Wilby comes down with the rebound. Now still on the attack. Oh, number 11, Jeremiah Tripp with a nice move but he was fouled on the floor by Caleb Sampson. The beautiful, beautiful floater is no good as Wilby takes the ball out of bounds. We're going to run a play. They find Andres Urena. Calvin Hicks drives to the basket, and it's good to give them a give Wilby Wildcats a 2-point lead. Sacred Heart, and Sacred Heart's on the attack, moving the ball. Oh, and a turnover by number 14, Trayvon Duncan, leads to the Wilby fast break, the shot is no good by Jeremiah Tripp. Oh, the Sacred Heart fast break is no good by Lorenzo Washington, but a jump ball on the rebound. The ball is going to Sacred Heart, seems like.
Wildcat ball.
Oh, no. Wilby Wildcats basketball. Jeremiah Tripp looking to inbound. Sacred Heart still pressing man-to-man, full court. And Wilby gets the ball across half court. Beautiful pick and roll. Nothing good. Nothing comes from it though. Setting up the offense. Trying to break the pressure. Oh, and Urena finds John Carlos Rivera for 2 points to set up a 4-point lead for the Wilby Wildcats. Sacred Heart setting up their offense. They're going to start getting something to go. Lorenzo Washington with the 3, no good. The ball is wrangled down by the Wilby Wildcats as they get the ball across half court, setting up their offense. Looking to try and get something going here to extend the lead on the Sacred Heart team. Oh, the 3 is no good by Calvin Hicks. Sacred Heart wrangles it up. Oh, last second shot by Duncan for Sacred Heart to cut the lead to 2.
At the end of the first quarter, it's the Wildcats 18.
The first quarter comes to an end
16.
with the home team, the Wilby Wildcats, with a 2-point lead, 18-16 over Sacred Heart. Let's see what Coach Carroll can draw up to get Sacred Heart back to the lead. Let's see what Coach Piccolo can do to maintain this lead on the Sacred Heart. It's been a hard-fought game, but there are still 3 quarters left. Let's see if the Wildcats can maintain this lead and maintain the pressure. Let's get started with the second quarter. There will be Sacred Heart basketball coming out of the break here. Wilby sets back in their 2-3 zone. Let's see if Sacred Heart can get their offense going here as they set it up. Seem to be looking on the inside. Passing it around the key. Looking in the interior. And starting to drive, but dribbles it back out. Oh, a tip pass by Wilby. Caleb Sampson drives, but is no good, and the rebound is hauled in by the Wilby Wildcats. Setting up their offense. Let's see if they can attack the basket, which seemed to be a strength of theirs in the first quarter. Nice driving, kick out. Oh, and another drive off a beautiful basket by Jeremiah Tripp. The double pump to get a 4-point lead for the Wilby Wildcats. Sacred Heart Finds Sampson on the inside, kicks it back out. And they're kicking it around the horn. Oh, and Lorenzo Washington drives, but is no good. Wilby hauls in the rebound again. Let's see if they can get a fast break score here. Jeremiah Tripp fouled on the shot. He will have 2 coming up. And the foul was on Caleb Sampson. That's his 2nd foul of the ball game. And the first free throw is good, extending the lead to 5 for Wilby. Second free throw is coming up right now. And that free throw is good. A 6-point lead for the Wilby Wildcats. And they're driving. Sacred Heart's driving, and the shot is no good. Wilby hauls in the other rebound. And they're on the attack now, looking to set up the offense, slowing it down. And goes up. Jeremiah Tripp again. 6 consecutive points for Jeremiah Tripp, extending the lead to 8 for the Wilby Wildcats. And Sacred Heart goes to the inside to Connor Turney. Easy layup with that height. Oh. And Andres Urena drives for Wilby. Fouled on the floor. Oh no, it was a shooting foul. Andres Urena will have 2 shots here. Seeing if they can get the lead back up to 8 for Wilby. First free throw is no good. There's a sub for Wilby. Matthias comes back into the game for Ethan Veras. Oh, 0 for 2. But Wilby gets the rebound. And good with the second chance points by Justin Parker. Sacred Heart on the attack. Looking to cut the lead back down to 6. Moving the ball around the horn. Looking to try and get it on the inside to Connor Turney. And the shot is up by Devin Ellison, but it's no good. Wilby hauls in that rebound, and the outlet pass goes to Andres Urena, but it is no good. Now Sacred Heart on the fast break. No good. But Devin Ellison. Well, Lorenzo Washington gets the rebound, but is out of bounds. Wilby ball. Now, seems like Sacred Heart is backing off from the press. Oh, and a beautiful drive by Raekwon James, but no good. Oh, the drive and dish is working for the Wilby Wildcats. But Jonathan Matthias is no good. And on the fast break, Steven Alsif gets the score to cut the Wildcats lead to. Oh, this is a fast-paced game. Fast break after fast break. Wilby. Oh, and a 3 by Lorenzo Washington to cut the lead to 5. Let's just take a break. Oh, no, we cannot. And, oh, Calvin Hicks drives, but it's no good. We are just going up and down the court, and it's a charge foul on number 2, number 3, David Ellison for Sacred Heart. Wilby Wildcats basketball. Finally, the game is starting to slow down, but I can't imagine this will slow down much longer. This is a good old-fashioned playground type game. Fast break after fast break. And the Wilby Wildcats hold the 5-point lead with 4.5 minutes left in the second. And Sacred Heart going back to the full court press. But, oh, number 11, Jeremiah Tripp gets the jumper for 2. Extending the lead to 7 for Wilby. Sacred Heart setting up the offense. Looking on the inside for Connor Tierney, and he gets it stripped. But it is off Jeremiah Tripp. Still Sacred Heart basketball. Sacred Heart takes it out of bounds. When he looks for Connor Tierney. Setting up the offense, threatening around. Oh, the corner three by Eric Dugan is no good. Wilby comes up with the basketball, but Lorenzo Washington with the steal. But the basket is no good. Wilby with on the fast break. Oh, Raekwon James for 2. 9-point lead for the Wilby Wildcats. Let's go. Sacred Heart looking inside to Connor Tierney. Oh, the shot is no good, but he gets his own rebound. Oh, the shot is no good again. Gets his own rebound, but it goes out. It's Wilby basketball. Can they extend the lead to double digits here? Oh, timeout taken by Sacred Heart. Wilby Wildcats up 32-23 with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. A full timeout coming from Sacred Heart. Let's see what adjustments Coach Carroll can come up with to stop this fast break offense from Coach Piccolo's Wilby Wildcats. Let's see. Three and a half minutes left here in the first half. Let's see if Wilby can get a double-digit lead on the Sacred Heart team, who most of the season so far has seemed unstoppable. They've seemed like a team that is destined to play at Mohegan Sun. But it seems like these Wilby Wildcats are putting the pace on them, making this a playground blacktop basketball game. And the full court press continues from Sacred Heart. Raekwon James dribbling, looking for the drive, but does not get it. Setting it back up. Oh, passes it off to Jeremiah Tripp. Oh, the ball is stolen. And it's a jump ball. The possession arrow seems to. It's going to the Sacred Heart. It's going to Sacred Heart. Oh, there seems to be some confusion here with the jump ball. Coach Carroll seems to be upset.
Wildcat ball.
Oh, it is Wildcat ball. Confusion on the jump ball. Wilby Wildcats. Another opportunity to extend the lead to double digits. As Raekwon James gets the basketball. Setting it up, looking to drive, and he does. And it's good! 11-point lead for the Wilby Wildcats. Let's see what Sacred Heart has to answer to this double-digit lead by Wilby. They seem to be looking on the inside. Caleb Sampson. Oh, a three by Duncan is good. Cut the lead down to 8. And Wilby on the attack. Oh, the drive and dish. But Raekwon James gets, drive in again. Blocked by Connor Tierney. That big man. It's hard to drive on him. And Lorenzo Washington on the attack for Sacred Heart. Dishing it back out. Lorenzo Washington for 3, and it's good. Cutting the lead to 5 for Wilby. Let's see what they can do. Can they get back to the fast break? Oh, good bubble there. Oh, Jeremiah Tripp for 3. No good. Oh, but the offensive rebound. Shot is no good. Connor Tierney, the big man, affecting the shot once again. Oh, and the fast break is no good by Sacred Heart. But they get the offensive rebound, which is no good. And then here we go. Wilby fast break. No good, but Jeremiah Tripp looking for the second chance point. Oh, third chance opportunity for them. Jeremiah Tripp for 3. No good. Sacred Heart on the attack now. Oh, Lorenzo Washington with the just inside the three-point line. Good 3-point game now. That timeout was very necessary for Sacred Heart. The drive is no good. Oh, Duncan on the attack, making it a 1-point game for Sacred Heart. Oh, a three-pointer, no good by Calvin Hicks. Rebound by Sacred Heart. Let's see if they can take the lead here. Caleb Sampson goes up, no good. But, rebound hauled in by Wilby. Tripp taking the ball up, looking for Hicks. Hicks going for three again. No good, but the offensive rebound. No good on the second chance points. Big man Tierney hauls it in, and Sacred Heart's on the attack. Duncan 4-3 in the corner, no good. As Wilby goes on the attack, Calvin Hicks, blocked by Tierney. Sacred Heart on the attack, Washington, jumper, no good. Tripp with the rebound, bringing it down, finds Hicks, stolen by Sampson. Sacred Heart, fast break, Duncan, up, no good. Matthias with the rebound. Raekwon James leading the fast break here. Slowing it down. Raekwon James for three, no good. Tierney with the outlet pass to Washington, no good. We end the first half. Wilby 1-point lead over Sacred Heart, 34-33. This is an intense game, back and forth. Wilby with the double-digit lead. But after that timeout, Sacred Heart on the attack. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the DETSportsmedia.com sports production of Wilby versus Sacred Heart Waterbury High School basketball. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not what we expected, especially after Sacred Heart beat Wilby last month 90-74. Wilby with the lead coming into the second half. Granted, it's a 1-point lead, but it is 34-33 to start the third quarter. I would not want to be in the locker room with Coach Carroll after that performance from Sacred Heart. The undefeated Sacred Heart. And here we go, getting started as Sacred Heart inbounds the basketball at midcourt. Let's see if they have any answers. If they can continue what they were doing at the end of the first half. And ball's on the floor. It's out of bounds on Wilby. Sacred Heart basketball still. And let's see. Duncan inbounds it to Tierney from the foul line. No good. Tripp with the rebound. Outlet pass to James. James driving, finds Matthias for the layup. 3-point game here as Sacred Heart sets up the offense on the attack. Lorenzo Washington 4-3. It's good. We have ourselves a tied ball game at 36 here. And Raekwon James driving to the hole. There we go. 2-point layup to take the lead. This has been a back and forth affair with Wilby having a double-digit lead in the first half. But Sacred Heart after a timeout. Shot is no good by Sampson. Big man Connor Tierney with the rebound and foul. The big man's got himself 2 free throws coming up. First one is good to make it a 1-point ball game. And he ties it back up, making the second one. Sacred Heart with the full court press. The steal. Miss. But a offensive rebound. Duncan makes up for the miss. And here comes Wilby on the attack. It was the fast break offense that led them to the double-digit lead in the first half. Let's see if they can get back to that and break this pressure from Sacred Heart that brought them back to having their first lead since the first quarter. Oh, three-pointers no good by Urena. Sacred Heart hauls in the rebound. Washington looks inside for Tierney. The hook shot is good. Extending now a 4-point lead for Sacred Heart. James on the attack. Loses the ball. Now loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover. Sacred Heart basketball. Calvin Hicks comes in for Urena for Wilby. Now Sacred Heart seeing if they can extend this lead. Oh, sloppy pass by Washington. Leads to a turnover. Wilby basketball. Tripp inbounds it to Matthias, who's on the attack. Oh, goes at the big man. Offensive rebound by Hicks, though. Tripp finds Matthias again. And the basket's good, cutting it to a 2-point lead. Sampson finds Tierney outside. Seems like they're going for Duncan on the inside. Oh, Tierney with the jumper. It's good. Back to a 4-point ball game. 4-point lead for Sacred Heart. Oh, Tripp on the attack. Sloppy pass. Gets intercepted by Alsif. Oh, fast break. Good. Basket's good by Sampson for Sacred Heart to make it a 6-point ball game. Matthias pulls up. No good. Tierney with the rebound. Sacred Heart on the fast break. Washington. Ooh, pass. Fake. No good. Oh, the rebound is hauled in by James. Wilby on the attack. Oh, Tripp goes to Hicks. Blocked by Tierney. Sacred Heart going and ooh. Driving to the basket. Duncan finds Sampson. It's good. 8-point lead for Sacred Heart. And in the first half, it seemed like Wilby was putting the gas on Sacred Heart, leading to a 10-point lead. Now Sacred Heart putting the gas on. Oh, drive by James, no good. Sacred Heart putting the gas on Wilby. Looking to get the, oh. Alsif drives to the basket, but is fouled by number 23, Matthias. 2 shots coming up for Alsif here. Let's see if Sacred Heart can make it a double-digit ball game with these 2 free throws. First one is up, and it is good. 9-point ball game. Ellison checks in for Duncan for Sacred Heart. Oh, second shot is good. Now Sacred Heart with the double-digit lead. Oh, let's see. James looking to attack. Oh, finds Parker, and he is fouled by number 3, Davon Ellison. Parker will go to the charity strike 4-2. See if he can cut it to a single-digit lead for Sacred Heart. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Washington with the rebound. Passes it up to Sampson, and they find Alsif in the corner for 3. No good. Oh, rebound tipped out of bounds by Sacred Heart. Will be Wildcat basketball. Let's see if they can get that offensive spark that they had in the first half back. As Tripp gets the ball, pushing it up the floor, driving to the basket, lost control, but it is still Wilby Wildcats basketball. 10-point game. Tripp takes the ball at the baseline, at the Wilby Wildcat baseline. Looking for Hicks, no good. Finds Matthias in the corner. Matthias driving. Oh, throws it out of bounds. Sacred Heart basketball. Oh, no. Tipped. Wilby Wildcat basketball. Tripp inbounds it. Looking for Parker. Oh, finds Hicks all the way down at the other side of the floor. Alsef putting the pressure on him. Tripp in the corner. Oh, drives to the basket. The floater is no good. Hauled in by Connor Tierney. Sacred Heart back on the attack. Alsef finds Sampson. Sampson drives. Finds Washington. Back to Sampson. Oh, lost. Raekwon James with the steal. Finds Hicks for the fast break score. 8-point ball game. Timeout Wilby. Full timeout here. 8-point ball game. That just happened. That fast break is what gave the Wilby Wildcats a double-digit lead in the first half. If they can continue that, they will find themselves back in this ball game. I mean, they're still in it. 8-point ball game. No one would have expected this. Sacred Heart undefeated in the Naugatuck Valley League. And beating Wilby Wildcats by 16 the last outing against them. Now let's see after this timeout if Wilby can put their pedal to the metal and see if they can change the momentum of this game, like what happened in the first half after Coach Carroll called a timeout for Sacred Heart to cut that double-digit lead to a 1-point lead going into the second half. All the momentum seems to be on Sacred Heart right now. Let's see if that timeout can change it. Sampson inbounds it to Alsef. So bringing the ball up, looking to set up the offense. Washington back to Alsef. Finds Sampson in the corner. Oh, almost picked off by James. Washington finds Alsef for 3. They get an 11-point ball game. Wilby setting up their offense. James finds Hicks, who finds Parker for 3. No good. Tierney hauls in the rebound. Sacred Heart back on offense. Simpson going at it. Finds Alsef. Oh, they find Tierney down low. The basket is no good, but fouled by Parker. 2 shots coming up for Connor Tierney.
Foul started number 35, Justin Parker, that's his first team third.
Chance at the and 1. No good. 2 for Tierney here. Nails the first one, extending the lead to 12 for Sacred Heart. Hits the second one, 13-point lead for Sacred Heart. Wilby, James setting up the offense. Parker setting a pick. James driving to the basket. Oh, Tripp for 3. No good. Sacred Heart hauls in the rebound. But a foul, it seems. A foul on Hicks. Oh no, foul on Parker. 14 fouls for Wilby. Sacred Heart back on offense, setting it up. Looking to get the ball into the big man, but passing it around the horn first. Alseth finds Tierney down low, stripped away, but Sacred Heart retains possession. Oh, sloppy pass by Lorenzo. Out of bounds, Wilby Wildcat basketball. Tripp taking the ball up, setting up the offense. Let's see if they can go back to driving to the hoop, where they found their success in the first half. James to Parker. Parker driving. No good. Tierney with the rebound. Sacred Heart on the fast break. Slowing it down. Washington with the ball on the top of the key. Passes it to Ellison. Washington 4-3. No good. Parker hauls in the rebound. James up to Hicks for the fast break. No good. Finds Tripp in the corner. 4-3. Cutting the lead to 10. A minute left in the third quarter. It is a 3-point ball game. Oh, Sacred Heart goes down low for Tierney. Lays it up. 12-point ball game. James setting up the offense for Wilby. Matthias with a pick. Oh, but there's a whistle on the play. It looks like a foul on Caleb Sampson for Sacred Heart. Wilby will take the ball out of bounds. Giancarlos Rivera checks in for Matthias for Wilby. James setting up the offense again. Screen. Drives to the basket, loses the ball. Turnover, Sacred Heart basketball. Reminder, this is a DETSportsmedia.com production. And it can be found on Sky TV channel 16 as well as on YouTube. Lorenzo Washington setting up the offense, passes it to Alseth. Finds Duncan, back to Washington. Back to Alseth. Looking to find something down low to Tierney. That seemed to be the Sacred Heart game plan this whole game. Alseth. Duncan finds Sampson. Loses it, and Washington corrals it. Washington drives, but is fouled by number 15, Rivera. Second foul of the ball game. Washington goes for 2 shots at the free throw line. First one is good, extending the lead to 13 for Sacred Heart. Second one is good as well. 14-point lead for Sacred Heart. Continuing to put the pressure on. Tripp. Oh, and that is the end of the third quarter. Sacred Heart 59, Wilby Wildcats 45. A 14-point ball game. A reminder that this is a DETSportsmedia.com production. The game can also be found at Sky TV channel 16 as well as on YouTube. This has seemingly been a tale of two halves. Wilby putting the pedal to the metal on Sacred Heart. But Sacred Heart answering back at the end of the first half as well as the whole third quarter. Let's see if the Wilby Wildcats can find an answer for this Sacred Heart offense. And let's see if they can find an answer for the Sacred Heart defense as well, shutting them down. Let's see if Coach Piccolo can find something, can inspire this team to get back to what they had in the first half. In the first half, especially the first quarter. Wilby Wildcats basketball to start the fourth quarter. James taking the ball up. Finds Tripp to Parker. Rivera just inside the three-point line, no good. Tierney with the rebound. Washington bringing the ball up, looking to set the pace. Sampson, for the layup. 16-point ball game for Sacred Heart. Sloppy pass by Tripp. Duncan on the fast break. Jumper, no good. Calvin Hicks hauls in the rebound for Wilby. Now he's on the attack. Almost a nice dribble move. James for three. Bingo, bongo. It's all good. 13-point game, but Sampson on the attack. No good. But he hauls in the defensive rebound, but it's tipped. Let's see. Who are the refs going to give the ball to? It is Sacred Heart basketball. Seemingly the ball was tipped by Wilby. Finds Tierney off the inbound. Alsef to Washington. Washington for the jumper. No good. Tripp hauls in the rebound. And Tripp drives. No good. Tierney with another rebound. Washington finds Duncan. Duncan drives. Dishes back out to Washington. Finds Sampson across the court. Alsef to Washington. Back to Duncan. Duncan looked for something. Back to Washington. Back to Alsef. Finds Sampson in the paint. Back to Duncan. 4-3. No good. James hauls in the rebound for Wilby. Parker. Then Hicks. No good on the attempt. But offensive rebound by Parker. Foul on. A foul on Sacred Heart. 2 free throws coming up for Parker here. We're going to cut the lead. First free throw, no good for Parker. Ellison comes in for Sampson for Sacred Heart. Second shot is up, no good again, 0 for 2. Washington hauls in the rebound, setting up the offense. Finds Alsef, driving to the basket. Blocked by Matthias. Jump ball. Nope. Ball was hauled in by Parker. Foul. No. Ball was hauled in by Parker and a timeout by Wilby. 30-second timeout. That is their second timeout of this half. 13-point ball game. Sacred Heart up 61-48. This has been a tale of two halves, really. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Can Wilby get the comeback? Piccolo drawings, Coach Piccolo drawing something up in the huddle. Let's see if it will work. Let's see if it will help the Wilby Wildcats get back. Key note here, Tierney is out for Sacred Heart right now. The big man in the middle of the paint is what helped lead Sacred Heart back from that double-digit deficit. Let's see if Wilby can drive to the basket. Strip to Hicks. Hicks drives. Finds Parker. Back to Tripp. Tripp for the jumper. And it's good. 11-point ball game. Now Sacred Heart on the offense. Sloppy pass. Still riled in by Sacred Heart. Corner three. Up. No good. But Tripp and Parker go for the basketball. Tip it out of bounds. Sacred Heart basketball. All right. Inbound. Washington finds Dagan. Ooh, Hicks almost with the steal. Washington, go. Turnover by Sacred Heart. Will be Wildcats basketball. Tripp bringing the ball up. Looking to set up the offense. Looking to stage a comeback here. Urena with the jumper. It's good. Single-digit ball game. 9-point lead for Sacred Heart. Let's see. Sacred Heart so far scoreless since the timeout. Washington drives. Finds Ibinawar for the basket. 11-point ball game. Tripp looking for something. Brings it out, setting up the offense. Finds Uranus. To Matthias. Oh, who finds Parker. Back to Matthias. Oh, lost. Ibinawar hauls in the steal. Washington on the attack. Dugan on the three. Allsep to Washington. Ellison driving. Jumper no good. Parker hauls in the rebound. Tripp leading the offense. Picked by Parker. Tripp with the jumper. It's good. 9-point ball game here. Oh, Duggan. Oh, with the fast break score. Back to an 11-point game here. Hicks drives off the inbounds. No good. Hauled in by Sacred Heart. Alsif pushing the ball. Finds Washington. Back to Alsif. Goes up for the layup. Good. 13-point ball game. Uranus leading the offense. Good pick by Matthias, but the jumper is no good by Urena. Oh, ball swatted out of bounds by Sacred Heart. Wilby basketball. 67-54. Sacred Heart with the lead. 3 minutes left in the fourth. Uranus for three. No good. Washington hauls in the rebound off a tip from Tierney. Oh, Wilby with the looking to press. Duncan setting up the offense for Sacred Heart. Finds Alsif. Back to Duncan. Finds Washington across the court. Back to Alsif. Oh, on the baseline, no good. Tierney tries to haul it in, but it is tipped off of Wilby. Still Sacred Heart basketball. James checks back into the game for Wilby. Inbounded to Tierney. Alsef dishes it into Sampson. Sampson setting it up, back to Alsef. Duncan looks inside to Tierney. Goes up and is fouled. 2 shots coming up for Tierney. Parker with the foul. 3rd foul of the ball game. Tierney with 2. First one up. No good. Seems to be a wardrobe malfunction for Parker. Second shot up. 2 for Tierney. Hauled in by Matthias. Full court press by Sacred Heart, backing off. James leading the charge. Parker. Nope. Oh, stolen by Sampson. Washington attacking. Back to Sampson. Goes up. Foul by number 23, Matthias. 2 shots coming up for Sampson. Oh, my bad. The foul was on number 11, Jeremiah Tripp. 2nd foul of the ball game. 17 fouls for Wilby in the second half. First free throw, no good by Caleb Sampson. up. Second one is good. Extending the lead to 14 for the Sacred Heart Hearts. James leading the offense. Goes for three at the top of the key. No good. Battle for the ball. Tierney with the rebound. Stolen by Hicks. Oh, this is a rough struggle. What's the call here? Oh, it seems like Matthias was able to get the ball and call timeout. Wilby basketball. Let's see. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 14-point game. Let's see if Wilby can get something going here. A lot can happen in 2 minutes of basketball. A reminder that this is a DETSportsmedia.com production. Also available on Sky TV Channel 16 and YouTube. This is Waterbury High School basketball. The Wilby Wildcats down 54-68 against the Sacred Hearts. Wilby inbounding basketball. Finds James. Stolen by Alsif. Scramble for the ball. Hicks, jump ball. Possession arrow seems to be for Sacred Heart. And it is Sacred Heart basketball. 14-point game, less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, they pass it into Tierney. Tierney looking to do something. Matthias smothering defense. Also, oh. Hicks almost with the steal. Sampson sets up the offense. Finds Washington. Washington slowing the pace down. Finds Tierney at the top of the key. Back to Washington. Tierney looking to set a pick. Washington drives. Back to Tierney. Oh, the shot's no good. James with the rebound. Looking to go on the attack. Fast break opportunity here. James. Oh, no basket. Charge on James. Sacred Heart basketball off the charge. Washington bring the ball up for Sacred Heart. Finds Sampson in the corner. Back to Washington. Oh, they will be with the Parker with the steal. Foul on number 1 Washington for Sacred Heart. That's the 4th team foul of this half for Sacred Heart. Wilby inbounds the basketball. Finds Tripp. 4-3. No good. Tierney with the rebound. Oh, but tipped out of bounds. Oh, no. Tipped out of bounds. Wilby basketball. Oh. Little overexcitement there on the inbound. While subs coming in for both teams. Uranus, 4-3 in the corner. No good. Tierney with the rebound. Duncan pressing the ball up. Slows it down. Off to the corner. Alsif setting it up at the top of the half court. Terrell Blue playing defense on him. Finds Duncan. To Washington. Washington 4-3. Nope. Foul on the floor. On number 3, Urena. That is the 9th team foul for Wilby this half. Setting up a 1-and-1. Both teams changing the whole lineup right now. One-on-one, Duncan at the line. Misses it. Rebound by Wilby. Driving. Oh. Tremont King for three. Rebounded by Sacred Heart. Oh. We're going to slow it down. 8 seconds left. This should be ball game. 68-54. Sacred Heart struggling in the first half, able to come up with the win. This was a DETSportsmedia.com production. Also, it was available on Sky TV Channel 16 and YouTube. Thank you for joining us for a great ball game. Sacred Heart picks up the win at Wilby.